What you got on my 40, homie?
I thought you had $200.
I do. But I won't spend Red's money.
Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and today we're going to be talking about new features being added into Apex Legends very soon. And some of them are going to be bad, but some of them will also be good. So we're going to cover both sides of it. Along with that, I have to give out the 9,500 Apex coins. If you see your comment at the bottom of the video, that means you won, and we're very close to 96,000 subscribers. So why don't we just give out the 9,600 Apex coins a little early? Thank you guys so much. But now let's talk about what we can be seeing in the future of Apex. So we have quite a bit of things to go over today, and the first big one is going to be the dive trail issue. Now, a lot of players noticed that if you had earned Diamond, Master, or Predator in the last couple of seasons and you had your dive trail, well, after the Christmas update, it just went away completely and no one really is aware of why. And that's because Respawn stated back in season 4 that dive trails would only be lasting for one season. Unfortunately, they didn't really actually implement that, and so a lot of people just thought, oh, I'll get to keep my dive trail. No, these are not supposed to be something that you keep forever. I personally think it's a bad call for Respawn to do that, and their reasoning, I think, at the time was due to the fact that they wanted people to know if you would have achieved that rank in the last season. But still, if you earned the rank of Predator, Master, or Diamond, just because you didn't play the rank the next season doesn't mean you aren't that level of player, nor does that mean that your dive trail for that season should be taken away. It's actually really a shame because the rank rewards never changed and they're actually all kind of doo-doo, except for the dive trail. The dive trail is actually, in my opinion, the coolest one, but for some reason, that's the only temporary one. I wonder if it's because they're just trying to make you play every single season. Got to keep that engagement high, right guys? Then we do actually have a cool feature coming to the game, and that is going to be a chat filter, which is found in the files by Kralrindo. And it looks like you'll be able to filter things from everybody, friends only, party members only, and nobody. It will be interesting if they implement some form of proximity chat so that you can hear enemies as well. I think that would be hilarious. Probably never do it because teaming is a huge issue, but to make more UI interfaces to allow for easier communication with teammates or turn them off if they're being absolutely toxic is 100% a win, and this is going to be a good feature. P.S. If you're being toxic in Apex Legends, a free-to-play game, just because your mom didn't love you doesn't mean you should ruin everyone else's time who's trying to enjoy the game. A lot of people love the custom reticles, myself included. I find them super fun to mess around with, and it's kind of fun to just, make the game a little bit more unique. But Zool on Twitter, who is awesome, you guys should follow him, pointed something out with the PC version of the custom reticles, because you can actually change them and you can make a lot of cool customizing options, which seems really good. This seems like a good feature, right? Well, he also showed us some cool outlines, and you may notice this because I definitely do. That is a definite advantage for PC players, especially those that will actually go in and change these settings. Now, I do not want these removed because I think these options are absolutely fantastic. What I think Respawn needs to go in and do is add options so that console players can customize their reticle in the same way that PC players can by going into the files. And now we have another good feature, and that is the fact that we will not be having a new limited time mode in the Dark Depths event coming on January 11th. And you're probably thinking, why is that good news, Thordan? Well, it's because we may not be receiving a limited time mode on January 11th for that event, but Kralrindo did find in the files that all the Season 8 Wargame limited time modes, the ones that 3 out of 5 didn't work, well, they've actually been removed from the game, which implies the fact that we will actually be seeing these as future limited time modes. So I do expect something to come in Season 11 for the Wargames, especially because they tie into Maggie, who is going to be our Season 12 legend. We just won't get it, on the next thematic event. It will probably be maybe the anniversary is what I would be thinking. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the scummiest move that could ever be done in the entirety of video gaming. Kralrindo found Dataminers files which now support what was found earlier about the coins expiring in Apex Legends. And there's two possible reasons for this. One, it could be actually just something that they have to do because law in Japan states that coins do have to expire for a certain amount of time, and you would need an English option for the Japanese player, so that would explain why we're seeing it as well. And there's also the possibility that it could be for events. Respawn actually hasn't told us what it is for yet, so for all we know, it could be the Japanese law that I just talked about, or they could actually just make coins expire from our accounts after a certain amount of time, which would be the worst move that a gaming company could ever do, but it's EA, so I wouldn't be surprised. Let me know down in the comments below, what are your thoughts about some of these new features coming to Apex Legends, and until next time everyone, keep slaying in the Outlands, and I'll see you out there.